Hey guys, Hannah here. I wanted to record you a short little video here, and I say short, I don't know how long it's gonna be actually. I wanted to update you guys, let you know, Jersey had a unplanned surgery today. So what happened is last night, around 6:30 or so, Dad and I were sitting on the couch, and Dad was, rubbing her ear, and she let out a yelp. And she's had this tiny little bump on her left ear for months. And I brought it up to my vet at her annual checkup just a couple weeks ago. She wasn't concerned about it. She said, as long as it's not growing or, irritating her or anything, it's fine, And, so when she let out the yelp, I got her over to me, and I looked at the bump, and if you could feel that there was something kind of sticking out of it just a little, like a little splinter or something. And so Dad's like, well, I'll go get the tweezers. And yeah. By the way, I'm not a vet. Don't do anything to your pet at home without your vet's guidance, okay? Disclaimer. So anyway, in the time it took him to get from the couch to literally right next to me, so the couch is right there, back towards the cameras. Couch is right there, bathroom is literally right there, like 3 feet away from me. And then to get back to the couch and me to situate her, get her head all up, and try to find the bump again, her ear had ballooned, huge. So, I called the vet clinic that does after-hours stuff here, because there's only one of those here, and paid a deposit for the vet to call me to determine if we even need to go to the clinic. Is this an emergency? What do we do, right? Because I didn't know if it was an emergency or what. I just knew that's not good. So he calls me. He's like, "Are you seeing? What are you seeing?" I'm like, he's like, "It sounds like a hematoma. Is that what you're seeing?" I'm like, yeah. Which is a fancy word for a blood blister. Apparently, hematomas are very common, or more common. I wouldn't say very common. They're more common in dogs with floppy ears like Jersey, and I believe they're a little more common in labs, particularly yellow labs, because yellow labs tend to have some allergy issues. And what happens is if there's some kind of irritation to the ear, like an ear infection, or there's a blade of grass is in there or something, it causes them to itch and to shake their head violently to try to get rid of that irritation or that uncomfortability. So I don't exactly know how it happened. I know she, like I said, this wasn't the first time that she had let out a yelp when Dad would pet her ear. But this one was that was not okay. That hurt kind of yelp. And then it ballooned, and I'm like, so the vet told me, he's like, it's not, he's like, the correction or the treatment for it is surgery, right? He's like, basically, the skin separates from the cartilage, and that pocket then fills with blood, because when they shake their head or they're itching a bunch of stuff, it breaks the blood vessels, because the skin over their ear moves, right, when they shake their head and stuff. And he said, I can drain it, I can make it flat and make it look right, but it's just gonna happen in 2 more hours. It's gonna refill. He's like, so what we have to do is, either under sedation or full anesthesia, is drain it and then suture the skin back to the cartilage. I didn't understand what that meant until I looked it up. Basically, they give the dog a bunch of piercings and use sutures as the actual jewelry, basically. Anyway, I digress. So he said, it's not something that I need to do tonight. It'll be fine to wait until tomorrow, but you need to bring her in first thing in the morning so that we can look at her and decide what we're gonna do, right? If we're gonna do the surgery or not, because you don't have to do the surgery. but there's some risk of it causing the ear to deform, which is almost a guarantee. It's almost guaranteed to deform the ear, which I couldn't care less about. But it's also pretty much guaranteed that it's gonna happen again. It's just gonna keep happening until you do the surgery anyway. And so, I take her this morning. We get there a little before 8:30. Go in, get checked in, go back to the room. Don't wait very long. The vet comes in. He gives her a little pet on her good ear, and then sees the bad ear and like kind of lifts it a little and feels the spot. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a hematoma. So, yeah, surgery would be the way to fix that." I didn't think it was gonna be happening today. I knew that's what we were gonna end up doing, but I didn't think we were gonna do it today. I thought we might. I don't know. I don't know what I thought. So I ended up leaving her at the vet clinic this morning. He said, we'll do the surgery. We'll let you know when surgery's over and everything, but we'll keep her overnight because they tend to train for a while, and it's just messy, and plus, like, they can monitor her and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I fill out all the paperwork. She was super excited because, hey, people paying attention to me and somewhere new. So I give her a little kiss. I say, I love you. I'll see you later. You be good. You go having a little adventure. And she went off with the lady, bouncing back, being like, hey, let's go explore. I got a text about 1 o'clock this afternoon that said, hey, Jersey surgery went well. You can pick her up today after 4. So I called just to confirm that, and they're like, yeah, nope, you can come get her after 4. And I told Dad, and he was like, do you get the total for the price? I'm like, no. So I called back, and I got the total for the price. I'll save that surprise for a minute. He's like, okay, so we go and we pick her up. She's not happy. She was not a happy camper. She felt very betrayed. She was still a little out of it from the anesthesia. Like, she wasn't like wobbly or anything. Like, she was, I mean, maybe a little wobbly, but I mean, she was pretty steady, and she was able to get up in the car and stuff on her own. But she was not happy. Like, and you could just tell, like, she didn't feel herself. So we get home and, get her all kind of settled in and stuff, and she's on the couch. She's conked out. She's had a day. She has a bandage, like, wrapped around her head. Her good ear is taken out, and the other ear's, like, pinned back against her head, I guess, from what I can tell. They said we need to leave that on until, like, tomorrow. So I haven't seen what it looks like or anything. I won't see that until tomorrow, but yeah, she's home, she's resting. She has to take it easy. Unfortunately, like, for me, with her being my service dog, she's already been out of work for like a month because a couple of weeks ago she had an issue with a bump on her leg, and I couldn't work her for that. And then I haven't really been anywhere that I need her to work. In fact, I kind of need her to work Monday, but she's not going to. Like, she's going to stay home. But, like, this poor dog cannot catch a break recently. Like, she's been having issues with UTIs. We had to switch from her food to a prescription food. And then she had the bump on her leg. And then now this. It's like, this poor dog cannot catch a break. So, send her some good vibes. And yeah, if anything changes, I'll definitely let you know. Poor Jersey. Poor me. I was like a kind of a nervous mess all day waiting for them to call me to let me know surgery was, over and everything was good and all that. So, oh yeah, I didn't tell you the price. $685. That was not expected. That was an unexpected expense. I mean, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'll do anything I can for my animals. make sure they're happy and healthy and taken care of and stuff. He just wasn't planning on that. So, yeah. Um, yeah, keep your in your thoughts and just your good vibes, good wishes, all that. But yeah. I do have some plans for this channel. There are there are new members of the family you haven't met, right? Like some of you know about them and have seen pictures of them and stuff on other socials, but like some of you haven't. Like some of you don't know that there are a couple family members you still have to meet. So yeah, that I need to sit down and record a video of that too. But this was a little more pressing. And yeah, this is the first time Jersey's, aside from being spayed, this is her first surgery. First time going under anesthesia, aside from her spay. And she was spayed before I got her, so yeah. We're kind of in recovery mode here, kind of in it right now. So anyway, yeah, like I said, if anything changes, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. But yeah.